Alright, hello again everybody. Here we go in the final round of Swiss for this tournament. Playing up against Naoto, aka Tarmatog. And he has won the die roll and chosen to play first, and we are looking at a terrible, 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 terrible hand. So we are gonna have to mulligan this. Ugh, yeah, that stinks. Alright, let's see here. This hand is a lot better. Probably going to keep it. We can go Ancient Tomb. We can get a Skull Clamp on the board. We have creatures to start Skull Clamping. Yeah, like this a lot better. We're playing up against very powerful blue deck here from Naoto. Just take a quick look again. You can see here, Goblin Welder poses a big problem for us. He's got a couple of counters here and there. In fact, Mental Misstep would be really bad this turn. And, haymakers like Tinker and Jace. So lots of things to watch out for. Okay. Well, 1, 2, 3. Phooey. We cannot get our Frogmite out this turn. So pretty much our options to look at are either playing a turn 1 Ravager or turn 1 Signal Pest Skull Clamp. Um, I'm more interested in getting the Skull Clamp on the board. And, I mean, his only option then is to Mental Misstep it if he has it. But he's only got 2 in his deck, so I think I'm going to go with that and hope. I'd rather get that going than the Ravager right now, because Skull Clamp is just, bananas. And it resolves. Yay! Alright, so as long as we don't run anything. The great thing about this plan is that if he does have a Baleful Strix right here, we can just start skull clamping stuff away and we don't have to worry about trying to fight through that right now. Yep, there it is. Baleful Strix. God, this card is really bad for us. Alright. So let's see here. Memory Jar. I really think I want to just clamp stuff away. I'd like to try and get the Frogmine in play, but I don't want to play my Mishra's Factory because I'm really hoping to draw like a Workshop instead. I could pay 1, play the Frogmite, and then Skull Clamp the Signal Pest. We'd be out of mana. At the very worst, we could play the Mishra's Factory and Skull Clamp the Memnite. Yeah, I think that's probably best. So let's do that. So then even if we kind of miss on our draws, we can get stuff going. So I probably should have. No, because he's going to block, so I don't need to attack first. But we have 3 artifacts again. Let's see. I mean, we have to play the Workshop at this point. And our options are either to Skull Clamp the Memnite or to play the Frogmite. I'm going to go ahead and Skull Clamp the Memnite. I just like drawing cards in this situation. Okay, so that sets us up pretty well for the coming turns. Baleful Strix, man. God, that card is really good. Thirst? Oh, Tinker. Okay, that's pretty bad. Oh, what's up, Blightsteel Colossus? Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can find a way out of this. Not likely, but we'll do what we can. Well, first things first, I think we want to play our Soul Ring. Just because that's free mana. 1, 2, 3. And then if we tap this, we'd have 3 mana in play. We can get play our second Skull Clamp, play a free Frogmite, and then double equip the Frogmite and draw lots of cards. I don't know what that's going to do right now, but we can try our best. Skull Clamp, free Frogmite, Clamp, Clamp, draw 4 cards, try and find something. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get us out of this. I mean, we have to play the Cradle. It's unfortunate we didn't draw a Workshop and all of those that digging. Oh well. I mean, you can play Gaia's Cradle and play a Ravager, block with the Frogmite for turn so he doesn't do anything to it, and go to 9 poison and be not dead. And then hope for the best next turn. Alright, let's see what that does for us. No, cancel. Alright. Yeah, just the fast Tinker with the Baleful Strix to block. We didn't really get going to a fast start. And if we're trying to play a control deck against him, that's really bad for us because he's a much better control deck. So we just really have to get a much more aggressive start. Okay. Block there. Like, unless we come up with our, like, one of Phyrexian Metamorph, I'm not sure what we can do here. Just to copy the Golem so we could block and buy time. Ugh, another Cradle. That's unfortunate. I think we just gotta start clamping stuff away and see what happens. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a counter on the Baleful Strix. Not. 1, 2, 3. Play a Revoker, which will be easy to clamp away. Let's go with Abishon, Cephalid Emperor. Free Frogmite. Trying to figure out if we should tap the Gaia's Cradle now to get 3 mana. We could tap the Mishra's Factory to play another Phyrexian Revoker and tap it for 3 mana. Then we'd get to clamp away 2 guys. Draw 4 cards by getting rid of both the Revokers, which would leave us with 1 land. We'd need to draw something that produces at least 2 and our Phyrexian Metamorph off of 4 cards, which is a tall, tall order. Because we can't come up with 11 toughness to block the Blightsteel Colossus another way. So things are not looking good for the home team. If I just Skull Clamp this away and draw 2, then I have only 2 mana. Yeah, I think I like that playing a little better. So we'll just play another Revoker, maximize our Cradle right now, and draw a lot of cards. Sure, Abjure, why not? Okay, tap our Cradle for 3. Up. That was unfortunate. Skull Clamp him away, draw more cards. Skull Clamp him away. Draw nothing of consequence. Okay, there's not a whole lot we can do there. So, game over. Yeah. Turn 3 Tinker on the play is muy bueno for him. Baleful Strix, man, such a problematic card for us. Okay. I mean, I think we have to bring in the Dismember because Goblin Welder is bad, Baleful Strix is bad. There's a lot of cards that just create a huge headache for us. Let's take a look at his deck here. See anything interesting that we need to worry about? I really don't like Phyrexian Revoker, A, because there's not a whole lot we can target that's super useful. I mean, obviously Welder, Time Vault, things like that. Jace is big. I just worry about the Staff of Nin just crushing it because that's such a good card against me. But he has too many creatures, I feel like, to bother with, what is it called? Thorn of Amethyst, especially with Baleful Strix. I wonder if I'm not just better off trying the siding into the helm plan with Leyline, but I feel like I'd rather that's just more for dredge. Yeah. So let's consider the Phyrexian Metamorphs. Um, Again, blue deck. I'm not super worried about Memory Jar. It's got a lot of creatures, so I'm gonna take out a couple of Genesis Chambers because I don't want him benefiting from them too much. And let's cut one Revoker. Yeah, one Revoker. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna go with. So we'll go on to game 2.